Hello, I'm drinking Treehouse's Frosted Triple Shot Barrel Blend. I like that it comes in a 12-ounce can. So, this came out this past winter 2024. It's May 2nd right now, so this is probably four months old or something, or three and a half, around there. I had this on draft and got a can. It was really good. Hopefully, it's still in good shape because this one uses coffee. All the Treehouse shot stouts use coffee, and also Madagascar vanilla beans, and a portion of it is barrel aged. Oh, actually, it says it's an amplified version of double shot barrel blend. Okay, well, obviously, I'm not sure how much of it is barrel aged, um, but I was really surprised by it. It doesn't even say the ABV. I think it's somewhere, it's slightly under 10 or around 10. Triple shots are usually around 10, I guess. um, yeah, I often don't get anything bigger than double shot from them. Just because I think they do a really great job with not super strong sweet stouts. So there you go. The head's not super nice and dense. It actually developed some nice bubbles though. It's very dark. There we are. Oh no, that still smells real good. Yeah, I got their Hold On to Sunshine with extra peanut butter, and that one was really good when I got cans, and they still had the oldish batch on draft, and it wasn't as good. But maybe that's because the peanuts just, and being lower ABV, is kind of that one, the flavors died out a little bit more. But this one smells really good. Yeah, the coffee and vanilla are still popping. It smells like perfectly toasted marshmallows. Kind of a s'mores thing going on. There's no graham cracker, but there's definitely a chocolatey note to basically all Treehouse stouts, especially their sweeter ones. Are very chocolate syrupy, though there's actually no chocolate in this. Mm. And the coffee is not giving a lot of intense roastiness. It's more of just adding more chocolate and more toasty, caramely, kind of a little bit fruity. This has a hint of bourbon heat. Maybe some, but it's really just like perfectly toasted marshmallow, which I love that. That's what a good vanilla stout should smell like. Mm. Mm. That's nice. On draft, the mouthfeel is a little bit better. And they used to, their stouts in the can, their packaged stouts used to have a nice, rich, thick head. It's like really dense and creamy and several layers of colors. They don't really do that anymore. They're still good, but they just don't, they rarely capture this perfectly velvety feel and carb that they used to be able to do, 6 years ago. And there's some powdery, cocoa-y type sort of bitterness. At least it tastes very cocoa powdery, but I think it's the tannins from the barrels. Just slight tannins, not much. And I'm getting more of a bourbon sort of coconut coconut caramel candy goodness thing. Yeah, the head is reforming a nice crema, which is also a good sign. It's not because it's overcarbed. It's just they still know how to brew these stouts and make them have some head that lasts, even if it's not otherworldly perfect head. And this is complex, even though it's definitely leaning towards the pastry stout side. There's a complex malt character that's mixing with the really nice fancy coffee they use. I didn't say which blend, but they roast their own coffee. Maybe it's just like the double shot barrel blend coffee they use. I'm not sure. It does have a pretty nice mouthfeel, sort of medium full, not massive. Um, it's quite sweet. Doesn't quite get the syrupy and mouth coating. But when you swallow it, it's you lose that quality. It's not as velvety. It's a little bit thinner, not as rich when you swallow it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it has lost some mouthfeel over time. And I did let this warm up a little bit out of the fridge. I find when these are really cold, you might not be able to notice all the subtle nuances, but the colder a beer, the denser it feels. That's how everything is. It's more dense, harder to move. Really frozen ice cream is real stiff. That's why I like to start beers cold always. And then a beer like this, if you drink it straight out of the fridge and it's too cold, are you going to chug it and be done with it before it gets too warm? You shouldn't. Yeah, this is really good. This is one of the better, like, sort of inexpensive barrel aged beers I've had from Treehouse. Because they've been doing these barrel blended ones of the shot series, but I think this is the first or the only brand where they add then vanilla on top of it, and I'm a vanilla head, I guess, when it comes to stouts. Well, I don't know if you're gonna get a beer with much better coffee and vanilla flavor. Yeah, sort of under 10%. Yeah, to drink it, I'm getting more and more barrel, more bourbon now. Not so much. It's not scary bourbony. It is. I think it's probably only a small portion of it is barrel blended or barrel aged. There's a slight sweet cinnamon spicy type thing too. But very, very good. This is, I'd say a 4.5 beer for me. On draft, maybe with a nicer feel, I get even more.